Hey guys, this is my updated hero list. I've been playing this all format and I've been having some success with it, particularly against Necros. So if you guys want to play heroes, this is how it's been personally working for me. So I hope you guys enjoy. We start off the video with 3 Shadow Mist. This is self-explanatory, the best hero. 1 copy of Neos Alias. This allows us to mass change into Koga, also opens Miracle Fusion Place, and it's a big beat stick. Also play 2 copies of Bubbleman. I dropped this card from 3 to 2, mainly because the main problem with this deck is when your hands get too clogged. And there's a lot of searching that goes off in this deck. You'll frequently have Rotors, you'll have Shadow Mist, etc, etc. So the chances of that are quite high. And I replaced the 3rd Bubbleman with a 2nd copy of Goblinberg. Goblinberg's really good card, helps to solve those monster heavy hands, and is another way to get Shadow Mist onto the board. And 2 copies of Monk. Monk is really great. Also works with cards you side in, like you can give you direct access to a Thunder King or the hands, it just speeds up the deck. Okay, 3 copies of A Hero Lives. This is the best card in the deck in my opinion. You always want to open this card. A lot of people think that this is a bad card. Every time I play this card, it seems like the majority of my opponents go, "Ha, fine." They'll laugh at you for paying half your life points. You'll laugh at them a couple of turns later. Not a problem. 3 copies of Mass Change. Yeah, it's Masked Heroes. Why would you not? The Searchers. We play 3 copies of Rotor and 1 copy of Equal. I found this to be the best ratio, purely because Rotor outclasses Equal. It can grab Goblinberg. 2 MST. The reason for 2 and not 3 is because Necros is the best deck at the moment. MST is the most dead card in the deck against Necros, but you still obviously need to have it because you're going to come up against Cliffort, against Burning Abyss, the Talonite. Against Cliffort, I don't need to explain why this card's good. You hit the Scout, you hit the Skill Drain, hit the Emptiness, the power one-ofs, 1 Raigeki and 1 Snatch Steal. Raigeki obviously an out to the Jinlock. Snatch Steal wins games. Not so much, but it's important to remember it's not an out to the Jinlock. Miracle Fusion. These 2 cards are probably the weakest cards in the deck, and I say that because it's circumstantial. If you get these cards early, like your opening hand, they are dead, completely dead. It's essentially like starting with 3 cards, starting with 4 cards. It's amazing late game, but I could definitely see why you would take these out. The only reason I play Miracle Fusion, by the way, is because it really is that. It's a win more card. It gives you a big beater. The Shining can give you back 2 monsters. Okay, this card, Forbidden Lance. The reason I'm playing this card is because there is a lot of back row in the format. Not in the Necros matchup, obviously, but Forbidden Lance has amazing utility against Burning Abyss, especially because they are running so many traps right now. It's also good against Cliffort, and it saves your Darklaw, because one of the things, Darklaw will lock down a Necros player. It'll lock down a Cliffort player. But if they go first turn Dark Hole, you're pretty much stuffed. This card helps to fix that problem. And the last card I'm playing is, last spell card is 1 copy of Snatch Steal. The reason I'm playing this is because sometimes you have a problem dealing with big attack monsters. And I'm talking about Dante. You've got your Darklaw on the field, it's putting in work, but you can't hit over a Dante. Smashing Ground solves that problem. It's also another out to the Jinlock. So, 3 copies of Vanity's Emptiness. In my last hero video, I was only playing 2 copies of this card. With Necros in the format, you need to play 3 copies of this card. This card locks them out completely. A lot of people want it banned, but I feel like it's a necessary evil at the moment to help us if you don't want to play Necros, or if you can't, like, you need to play something else. So, and Mind Crush, again, an awesome card this format. Gives you so much information. It's great against Necros because you can use it offensively, defensively. They search one hell of a lot, so you can take things out of their hand. Combo it with Dark Claw, obviously, and take 2 cards out of their hand. And you get information, you see the whole thing. Or if you're pushing for game and you know that this deck OTKs like crazy, if you're pushing for game against Necros, just call Valkyrus, get it out of the way, and just go. What have you got? What have you got to be scared of? Like, this card is so clutch at the moment. 2 copies of Fiendish Chain. I still like Fiendish Chain. It's good against Burning Abyss, and it is good against Necros because it's the monster effects that you want to shut down. I wouldn't always waste this on like a Manju or a Senju, but you've got to think about the more powerful plays they've got, like Brionac and Trishula. But obviously it depends on the game state. Like if you know what they've got and you know they can't get to those cards, then you may as well chain on the little guys. 2 copies of Call the Haunted. Once again, I wouldn't play 3 copies of this card purely because it's quite slow. It is a combo card essentially. But you want to live past turn 3 unless you're killing them turn 3. 1 copy of Bottomless Trap Hole. This is one of those slots where I just thought, like, should I run 3 copies of Mind Crush? Should I run an extra Snatch Steal? I decided to go with Bottomless. Purely because it has amazing utility against a Cliffort matchup, which in my opinion is still the hardest matchup for this deck. So yeah, it's just another good card. And Mirror Force. Mirror Force is insane in this deck if you've got Dark Claw on board, because it's just so oppressive for your opponent. And it's really good right now. Like, the Bottomless could become a second Mirror Force, come to think of it. Purely because it's so good against Necros. Extra deck, we start off with these guys. Like, these are your Miracle Fusion guys. Shining's obviously the best one to go into because of the effect when it dies. Absolute Zero, you can play around it a bit more. And Escorial is pretty shit. It just gives you an option because you play 3 Shadow Mist. Masked Heroes, we play 1 copy of Acid, 2 copies of Dark Claw, and 1 copy of Koga. Shouldn't really need to explain why we're playing Dark Claw. It's so good right now. Everything's searching. Everything pretty much needs the grave. The macro effect is pretty amazing. Acid is Heavy Storm, which is especially good against Burning Abyss and Cliffort. Also Satalnite and Rogue matchups. Koga is just a really, really big guy. Can lead you to some nice OTKs. And it's also an out to tower. So, yeah, that's pretty useful. XYZs now. I'm playing 1 copy of Excito Knight, 1 copy of Silent Honorarch, 1 copy of Castell. Excito Knight, obviously amazing against Cliffort especially, but just for clearing established boards. Silent Honorarch found its way back into people's side decks. Amazing utility in the Necros mirror match purely because it's hard for them to get over. A Dark Hole won't deal. It's the combo with Vanity's Emptiness, basically. You play the Honor Arc, you flip the Vanities, and it's hard for your opponent to get past that because the Arc doesn't die easily. It has built-in protection. And Castell is still as powerful as it always has been. Next we have Diamond Direwolf and these two. The Diamond Direwolf is mainly for dealing with problem cards. And when I say problem cards, I mean things like Royal Decree, which could end your day, because you need your trap line up to fight back in this deck against the meta. Blade Armor Ninja and Heroic Champion, just amazing, like, for ending the game quickly. And the final 2 cards are these two, Ragnar Zero and Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is amazing versus Burning Abyss. Not really going to use it against Cliffort or Necros, but Ragnar Zero has amazing utility against Cliffort. So yeah, that is the deck profile, guys. Like, I think Heroes is still a solid pick in this meta, and we all know that like in the new set we're going to be getting Masked Hero Anki, so that's yet a little bit more support, another good target for mask change, and it's going to create more OTKs for us. But also, like, more crucially, the ban list is coming soon, so I can't make a video without this guy. I'm sorry. Like, this card needs to come back. Like, with all the bullshit that's running around at the moment, like, Stratos is nothing compared to that. I know that it's got it pluses like crazy, but we could definitely have this card back, and that would let me play these guys as well. Like, I'd go so OCG if that card came back. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's hope for the best. Hope that Stratos gets released this list, and yeah, good times for Heroes. Peace out, guys.